will step up. And you know, I called Sean McMillan. I've called him and put a call in. I've tried him several times over the past few days, and I did get through finally to his assistant. He was on a conference call. So
help the viewers understand. This is a civil proceeding. When you say arraignment on charges, what do you mean by that?
that's the thing, is that we have, you know, there are real neglect and abuse situations in our country, and we have a criminal justice system for that. That's how we should be handling and addressing these things. And unfortunately, we've allowed this system to exist that is civil. It's kangaroo court, and there is no law behind it. They're doing whatever they want. As you see, no one's allowed in once it gets to TPR, which should be the most transparent point of the process. Truly, we need accountability. We need transparency. We need auditing.
Sorry.
You know, and we need people to do better. We need to change this perspective. We've been given a narrative.
Because there's no jury of your peers, right, in this case?
There's no jury of your peers at all.
Notice when the hearing was supposed to be public, and noticed that the DCF and their lawyers went in there and had, for some reason, get that case and get your case to be closed, not allowing your supporters or the public to see what's going on. How do you feel
and
about
then manipulate it. You know, everyone involved, including my father, manipulates it into that they're scared and, you know, oh, there's something, you know, dangerous here. There's something whatnot. No, you know, if you're doing what's right, then you don't have fear about that kind of stuff. I've had to walk into this with all my dad's buddies and all of this kind of thing, and I have to walk in there like Gideon. You know, it's incredible. So I just, you know, it is what it is at this point.
So you
And
feel
it's
like part of
whether
the
we
pro-
want to do something as the people about it or not, if we're okay with this or not.
I'm sorry, did you feel like part of the process went on without you even being in there? Because we could see
Yeah,
through the
I mean,
doors,
they're
they were
all
in there
having-
talking without
They can
you.
have their secret meetings. They can, you know, I mean, they put the white noise on. They do all of this, and they can do that, and they're all working together. They all take oaths of the same, you know, entity, and you know, I mean, it's just it's really wild. They're all working.
And you were
together.
locked outside for that part of the proceeding, right?
Yeah, they're going in and all talking, and you know, she's saying that there's irreconcilable differences, and you know, I don't, you guys, it's a mess, and people need to research, and people need to wake up, and we really, you know, if people aren't realizing through this, then I don't know what it'll take. To be honest, so.
Yep, we need to wake up. So what's the next step? Court on Friday?
Court on Friday, 10 a.m.
All right.
here at the Vero Beach Indian River County Courthouse. It's an arraignment and pre-trial for the termination of my parental rights, which we should
Wow.
never even be discussing these things in America.
They're not even mentioning reunification at all?
They told, well, everyone that's involved in this kind of system and being victimized by it knows that, you know, they tell you, oh, we're doing the case plan, oh, we're doing the case plan, and you're doing great, and then they keep adding things and different stuff, which we have seen in this, but I have spoken up about that. I've been very vocal in grace and truth, you know, that we've been doing everything on the case plan. I even just told the judge that we have a half of an evaluation that's parental, and they never came to do a home study on Wednesday because they knew that they were planning to take my baby, and they had all of this a day later, you know,
Right.
and they could have easily, peacefully come in, seen the home study, saw that I had a baby, addressed that under their law of having a baby and combining it with the other case, and say, you know what, we see the truth here, we are working, and let's get this done with.
Right.
You know, let's get these children back.
Right.
That's all we've ever asked
The
for
best
them to
interest
do.
of the children, and you and everybody that's here mean no harm to no one. We just want the truth out there, correct?
Yeah.
And you want your babies back.
Yeah,
and you
we
want
just
your babies
the
back.
truth back. This is not just about Meghan Walsh
No.
and John Walsh.
It's
and
about
his daughter.
DCF.
This is about CPS and DCF in our country, stealing our children. And no one in there is going to intimidate me or make me feel like I am wrong about that. We all see it. We all know. That's gaslighting. That is part of abuse if we're expected to ignore all of this all over our country. cases and cases and cases have come forward, and they have been. Because I've been an advocate for years now, that we hear it
Right.
all day long. And while we're standing here, children are being taken from loving families, being either put into foster care and drugged up, or they're being taken from beautiful families and homes that love them and put it and adopted out into the system, and all for money. These are commodities at this point.
And
in
often
our
these
country,
children are
and it needs to
abused
stop.
once they get into DCF's custody.
Oh my gosh, the murder, the pedophilia, and yes,
Lost children.
we're saying it. We're saying it.
Saying
You know
it out
what?
loud. Yep.
The public has been given these notions, and they've been given a narrative to mock it. And if you are at that point where you hear pedophilia, or you hear murder, or you hear that someone's children have been taken, and you want to work towards finding what's wrong with that person or shaming your fellow citizen, then you have a problem, truly, at this point. This is real in our country, this is real in our lives, and this is real in our families. And it's destroying our families and our children, which are our future.
Thank you, Megan. We appreciate it.
You're
And we wish you the
welcome. Thank
most
you
of
all for
luck.
coming. I mean-
And we're gonna stand behind you, and we're gonna try to get more people behind you, and behind all, and stand up for all the children, not just in Florida, but in this whole country.
All.
This whole system needs to be redone. And,
Yes.
And I hate that you're going through this, but Lord, you're a strong woman, and
Thank
we're
you.
behind you.
Thank you. I want my brother Adam to be able to rest in
Yes,
peace.
we care
Or
about
whatever
Adam,
is
too.
the truth of that to come forward. I want the people that have time and space to look into that. The records are all online. They are all public, and it's been 40 years.
Look
and
it
we are,
up.
yes, look it
up.
up
Start
and look
researching
into it.
people.
Don't believe us,
Because we are
research.
we are actually going to help protect missing and exploited children, and children that are in these situations that we need. You know, my parents started in a certain way, and we are here to actually correct the issue. We can't have this anymore. And children are my life, and
Perhaps
my world.
this
My children are.
is the 2.0 and get it right this time.
Absolutely.
I hope
and I
so.
have a lot of hope, and I know that
A lot of
there's
faith.
tons of us coming together. And that's all I've ever asked from the beginning, is for the people to come together and use your voice.
Wake up.
That's it. That's
Use your
it.
voice,
It's so
speak up.
simple. We want all these bigger things that we have to do, and we don't have to. We just use our voice, and we come together, united.
So all
What's
people out
right?
here supporting.
We use grace, we use truth, and we get justice. That's it.
So we'll get you.
Come
There's
together.
better ways. There's better ways, and there's so many
And we
people
can't
these
help
days that
family-
want to get involved and want to be better.
And we can help families that do need help, but we need a system that's there for those families, that the goal is to help the whole family and get those children reunified if possible.
Absolutely.
To give the services.
Absolutely.
Yes.
These are adult issues.
Not-
We should not, it's not this, we care about children. No, that's preying on our children. You take care of the parents. If somebody can't pay a bill that month, you help them. And then you help them in a supportive way to make sure that they can the next month. You know, whether it's a job or something, there's so many better ways to be helping and supporting our families, our precious families, and our sacred children in this country and all over the world. So I really have been so appreciative of all the people that have come forward, especially people within the system. There are good people in the system that want to do right. It's systemic at this point, and we need people to stand forward, come forward, be doing better, and speaking out about what they have witnessed, as well as children that have grown up in the system.
Right. If you're working for any of these places, you can reach out to any of us, independent or whatever journalists, and we will keep you confidential, and we will try to investigate anything we can
Yes.
with our means that we have.
Yes, we
Which
have
are
had
limited,
people-
but
we've
we'll
had
try.
People drop off this case, and there are people involved in this case that are not okay with it. They said, you know, we don't even feel like we're protecting children anymore. And to me, that's a victory.
Yeah.
That's
Megan,
a victory.
what do you have to say to people out there now that have gone through what you're going
Here,
through?
you-
We've had hundreds of
want me to
messages
get you
on
with
our
these?
podcast page of people going through what you're going through. Give them some hope and some advice on what they can do.
Well, it's time. There's a lot of people, there are parents that have been fighting for this for decades.
Yeah, we gotta keep the Freemasons and
Yeah.
here.
Thank you. Do they have your information?
Because that's a part of our problem is the Freemasons. These ladies, can you tell us why you're here today?
Thank you.
You're in support of.
Doing the right thing. You know, everyone,
And-
people criticize Ocean.
Oh yeah. Why are you here today?
I'm here in support of
MeghanWalsh, yes, and all the children that are being illegally taken, right? And you?
I'm here for MeghanWalsh, and I'm here for saving the children, which is so important. Our children are our future, and if we can't fight for them, then we have nothing left.
I agree with you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for standing behind Meghan. I know you have been for a long time, and it's appreciated. standing up for all the children. I know you've been working on that for a while. I know you're working on things, and we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.